Thank you so much for having us. We're really excited to be able to share some of our work in how did you call it? I hadn't heard that before. Geographically removed. We're geographically removed for sure. So as we started community schools and we start to look at the types of services that we would like to integrate, whenever we looked at one of these spokes off of this community school, and I'm highlighting here, for example, mental health, behavioral health sort of counseling, we quickly saw that our community as a whole really struggles to have access to many of these services that we would like to have in our schools. And the reality is if we do not find a strategy to be able to make sure that all have access to it, it's really only our largest schools that we're going to be able to pull this off, if at all. Okay. So one of the things that we looked at is how might we start within our community schools to have a base level of integrated student supports through consolidation. We have 24 school districts in a little tiny place. We want to share an example of what we've been doing, and I'm really excited by the presentation that LA had, because I think their last slide was maybe similar to what we're doing here, to a system called Community Connect. Community Connect provides a centralized referral access to all of our schools, not just our community schools. And schools can send students at any worry about attendance, behavior, homelessness, COVID-related issues, and other hardships. So they don't have to wait till crisis. We actually don't want them to wait until a student and their family is at tier 3. We want them to refer early. So once schools refer a student, then we contact their family. And based on the relationships that school have, sometimes that might be a cold call from us, and sometimes the school might let the family know. But once we receive the referral, we will make a connection with a family. It requires a lot of communication back with the schools for this to be well integrated. And so we've placed an example of a monthly infographic that we provide not just to our schools, but also to our community about what we're doing and how we're being able to connect our students and their families to services. Okay. Just like LA, we do not fund all of this just with community school funding. We really braid our funding. So we receive funding from our Mental Health Services Act or our Community Mental Health, SB HIP, or we have some managed care in there. And also we coordinate with our Early Childhood Services Department, and we have money from them. And of course, we're working diligently on Medi-Cal billing.